Close brace. For JavaScript developers, by JavaScript developers. Our code's fully dried out, and now we're going to make things a bit prettier. To do that, we're going to bring in the latest version of Twitter's venerable Bootstrap framework. The main reasons I'm choosing Bootstrap are A, because tons of people are already familiar with it, and B, so that we can use a module called react.js, which will allow us to use built-in React components to quickly generate Bootstrap-friendly HTML. If you're into Bootstrap 3, there is another great module called React Bootstrap that works with that version, but I like the new Flexbox-friendly SaaS-driven version 4. We're going to be ingesting Bootstrap in a way that's mildly weird. Instead of just calling the CSS via an HTML style tag, we're going to import it into our JavaScript, then use a parsing plugin for Webpack that will pull out the CSS and serve it as a separate file. This way we'll be able to make changes to the CSS if we want and have Webpack automatically compile them, rather than having to run a separate compiler like Gulp or the Sass Ruby gem, which is not just a whole other tutorial, but an entirely different tutorial series and possibly website. Anyway, let's do this. The first thing we have to do is install a whole bunch of modules, which you may notice is a running theme. If you're worried that your bundle size might be getting ridiculous, that's good. It probably is. We'll do at least one tutorial, probably more, on ways to mitigate this issue, since serving 8 megabytes of JavaScript over the web is a certified bad idea. But right now everything's local and super fast, so let's get it running first and optimize afterward. Head to your terminal window or command prompt, and type the following. Yarn add, react strap, react-addons-transition-group, react-addons-css-transition-group, bootstrap at 4.0.0-alpha.6, extract-text-webpack-plugin, css-loader, style-loader. This covers react.js, some helper utilities for Bootstrap transitions, Bootstrap itself, and the plugins and loaders we'll need to get Webpack to do what we want it to do. Once all that's done installing, head for Sublime Text, and let's get this stuff running. Start by opening webpack.config.js. We don't actually have to make too many changes here, but we need to address a few things. First, below line 2, let's add our extract text plugin like this. Const extract text plugin equals require extract-text-webpack-plugin. Now look at line 14, file name build.js. In line 16, public path /javascripts. While we're going to take steps to have our server generate a different file name for our CSS, that /javascripts is a problem, because it means our server is going to try to serve our styles from that directory. Which, I mean, whatever, you can import CSS from any directory, but it's just a bad look, you know? So let's change line 14 to this. File name javascripts/build.js, and line 16 to this, public path /. There, now we'll be able to serve our CSS from wherever we want. So let's do that. We need to add a rule set to the rules array under the module object. We already have one for handling JSX files. Now we need one for handling CSS files. Below line 27, add the following code. What we're doing here is saying, when you encounter a CSS file, parse it with our extract text plugin using CSS loader to resolve all imports and URLs in the CSS, and then pipe that output to style loader, which will actually write the generated CSS out. We'll be adding another step in here eventually to deal with Sass, but right now we're dealing with Bootstrap's pre-built CSS files. Last but not least, we need to add our text extraction plugin to Webpack's list of plugins. So just below line 40, add the following. This is telling our plugin where to serve the file, which, since in our output we just set our public path to /, means it'll live at /stylesheets/style.css, which is where it belongs. Woo! Speaking of which, we have an existing file of the same name in the actual physical /public/stylesheets folder. That can cause conflicts. It comes with Express and has about 8 lines in it. Just delete the file entirely, either via the command line or in Sublime Text. We're done with Webpack config. Save this file. Now let's make a few small tweaks to our components to use some Bootstrap stuff. First, open /source/index.jsx. Now add the following code just below line 3. Import bootstrap/dist/css/bootstrap.css. This gives Webpack access to Bootstrap's CSS. Save this file. Next, open /source/components/template.jsx and change line 13. We want to add a container fluid. All right, save this file. Open up /source/components/home/homepage.jsx. Just below the first line, add the following. Import button from react.js. Now we're going to do something interesting. Add a helper function to this component. Below line 5, add this code. Now make a quick tweak to line 13 so that our columns will work on medium-sized screens, like for example the MacBook Pro on which this is being typed/recorded. Just change the LG to an MD instead. And let's replace all of our inner content with some new stuff. Replace "this is the home page" with the following. See that on click? Some of you may be getting that thing where your eyelid twitches uncontrollably right now. Yes, it's true. We've spent the past decade plus talking about not using HTML on clicks in favor of catching events with JavaScript. Here's the thing. We're still doing that. It's just that React is doing it for us. It's taking that simple on click and turning it into a JavaScript event catcher. If you were to check your button element in the element inspector, you'd see that there's no on click generated in the finalized HTML output. So take a breath. You're all good. Save this file. And let's move on to /source/components/account/profilepage.jsx. Here we're just, for now, going to make the same column tweak, so change LG to MD on line 9. Save that file. Move on to /source/components/shared/sidebar.jsx. We're going to make this prettier and add a Bootstrap card just for the heck of it. Just below line 1, add this code. Import card, card block, card text from react.js. Now swap out the LG for an MD on line 6, and swap out the text on line 7, this is the new sidebar component, with all of this. This creates just a simple Bootstrap card with some text in it. Save this file, and we should be good to go. Make sure our Express server is running. It is. And head for your browser pointed at localhost 3000. You're going to need to hard refresh here because you changed Webpack's config, and also to get your styles to show up. Everything should be working though. Yep. And that should include our alert when we click our button. Hey, there we go. Alright, we have Bootstrap. Well done, Draco. In our next tutorial, we're going to build out a login page. Stay tuned.